Stop by either Farmers and Merchants Bank location, downtown or inside Dillon's, and see how we can help you with your banking needs. We have our roots where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Productivity has a bold new look. Check out the next generation of Case IH Maxim tractors at Colby Ag Center in Colby. Maxim tractors feature new LED lighting packages and an aggressive redesigned hood and grille. Choose from Maxim Active Drive 4 16x16 semi-power shift, Active Drive H 24x24 dual clutch, or CVX drive transmission configurations. See Colby Ag Center in Colby about a Case IH Maxim tractor today. It's time for this week's Senior Spotlight on the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Welcome back into the Funk Optometry pregame show, getting you set for the district opener tonight for the Colby Eagles as they host the Smoky Valley Vikings. I'm Dan Lucero. It's time on the Funk Optometry pregame show for this week's Senior Spotlight. And tonight we spotlight a returning starter on the offense and the defense for the Colby Eagles at a new position this year, playing some tight end, playing linebacker on the defense. Colin Carroll is our guest. And Colin, after a couple of tough weeks in a row, what have you guys kind of gotten back to in practice this week, trying to get back to some winning fundamentals and some good habits?
Yeah, it's been a lot of focusing on running through the plays, make sure to keep on going till the whistle blows, make sure to wrap up tackle, take them down to the ground, because we've been messing up on that quite a bit. We just need to fix that, and it's been a lot, just really more. It's been focused a lot more.
You guys as seniors, do you kind of have to be more leaders in a situation like this? Do you have to exhibit more leadership when things are tough and kind of show these young guys, be an example for how to act in practice, how to work hard?
Yeah, we really needed to step up, especially after those last two losses. We needed to step up and show them that this is not how Eagle football should be and how we need to fix it.
We're talking with Colin Carroll on our Senior Spotlight. Now, as I mentioned, you're at a new position. You played a little bit of wingback last year. This year, you're more in the tight end role. What has that switch been like for you, and what do you like about your new spot?
It was a nice switch. I like it more, I think, because I feel like I can help the team a lot more with blocking, especially being able to get that down block on the outside or a kick block. I feel like having a bigger body there helps a lot more, and I like it. It's good.
You're at two pretty physical positions, tight end and outside linebacker. Which one do you like more? Are you more of an offensive-minded guy or a defensive-minded guy?
I'm more defense.
Yeah. Is that what you've maybe played longer or are more comfortable with, or what do you love most about defense?
I've played it a lot longer, and I just like to hit more.
Fair enough. You got to love hitting if you're going to play football at a high level. Colin Carroll is our guest here on our Senior Spotlight. Colin, let's go back to the beginning. How long have you been playing football?
Oh, man, as long as I know.
What was the reason that you really wanted to play? Was it because everybody was playing, or was it just something that you just really wanted to do?
Oh, I grew up around it. My dad's always played football. I was just raised into it.
Did your dad play high school, college? What was his experience in the game?
Yeah, he played all 4 years of high school. They were 3-time state champs, and he ended up going on to college and playing a little bit there, too.
What high school was it?
Atwood.
Oh, Atwood. Okay, where did he play his college ball?
Fort Hays.
Very cool. So you have a little bit of that in the blood. What's some of the best advice you ever got from your dad as far as playing football?
Just to work hard, don't give up, and don't get into your head too much. You got to stay focused.
What's your favorite thing about the sport, the thing that has you loving it today as much as you did when you started?
Just how it can bring a group of children together, like all of us. It just brings us all together into a family. Like some of these guys I would have never talked to unless it was because of football.
Talking with Colin Carroll on our Senior Spotlight here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. Colin, when you're not on the football field, what are the other things you like to get involved with in school, in athletics throughout the year at Colby High?
Oh, I just hang out with my friends. I mean, I coach the little kids basketball team. I mean, just like to help the community out as much as I can.
That's really neat. Tell me about that experience. How old were the kids?
They were fourth graders, I believe, and it was last year. It was for rec basketball, and I just helped because my little brother was on the team and they needed a coach, so I said I could do it.
Was it a fun experience? Was it something you maybe have thought about doing some coaching in the future, or was it just something to do to be around your little bro?
Oh, I definitely want to do it again. It was a good time. I've always thought about coaching. I liked it a lot.
So as you look ahead to your future beyond high school, have you considered college destinations, future areas of study, anything like that, or you kind of wait until football's over to start thinking about that stuff?
Oh, I want the medical field, go into the medical field, probably like anesthesiology, something in there.
Interesting. What has inspired you to get involved with that?
Well, my dad works at the hospital, and then a lot of people I know, I've grown up with people that work at the hospital, and it's just a good experience helping people.
Very cool stuff. We're talking with Colin Carroll. He's our senior spotlight this week. Now, Colin, it's time to participate in what we call the Fast Five, which are 5 questions that have nothing to do with football or really anything in particular. Just kind of 5 random questions. We like to have a little fun with these. So are you ready for the Fast Five, Colin Carroll?
Yes.
All right. Here's question number 1. Everybody, when they were really little, 5, 6 years old, has something they were obsessed with. Dinosaurs, trucks, space, whatever it was. What were you obsessed with in kindergarten?
Probably Star Wars.
Was it Star Wars? Okay. Yeah. What was your favorite Star Wars movie?
Revenge of the Sith.
All right. Very cool. All right. Question number 2 on the Fast Five. Celebrities now have signature fast food orders at places like McDonald's or Burger King. So if you could have one, what would your signature fast food order be? What's the Colin Carroll meal?
If I were to go to McDonald's, probably 4 McDoubles and a medium French fry.
I respect that. Keep it simple. The McDouble's always a good choice. Question number 3 on the Fast Five. What is the coolest place you have ever seen a live sporting event?
I've been to K-State, Manhattan. I watched a game there.
Very cool. Love Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Great atmosphere there. Question number 4 on the Fast Five. What's the last TV show you binge watched?
Supernatural.
Supernatural. Okay, so you kind of like the sci-fi stuff,
yeah.
Right? Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, question 5 on the Fast Five. Last one. So this will fit in nicely. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, man. That's a hard one. Probably like super strength or something like that.
Super strength. That would help at the tight end spot, right?
Yeah.
You'd never miss a block. Colin Carroll is our guest on the Senior Spotlight tonight here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. Colin, wish you continued success, and let's get things back going starting tonight. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
That is Colin Carroll. We'll take a break here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. When we return, we'll hear from the head coach of the Colby Eagles, the Reese McKinney Show, next. Here on your home for the Eagles on the radio, 100.3 The Ride.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you. It's your future. Let's protect it. Call Farm Bureau agent David Brown or Andrew Flanagan in Colby or Atwood today.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water that cares. Jane's on the line.
Hey Culligan, how can I avoid using all those plastic water bottles that harm the sea turtles?
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Culligan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and Culligan cures.
That's catchy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it, like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
See your local Culligan dealer, Shepner's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
The Reese McKinney Show on the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Welcome back into the Funk Optometry pregame show. I am Dan Lucero, minutes away from kickoff tonight at Denon Field as the Colby Eagles open up their district schedule against the Smoky Valley Vikings. And it's time for the Reese McKinney Show, our weekly pregame chat with the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Reese McKinney. And Reese, last week, 28-22 loss to Ulysses. As you had a chance to review the film of that one, what were the things that stood out to you about your team's performance in a one-score loss?
Execution in the red zone. We got to tackle better.
A lot of coaches have different philosophies on tackling, how to practice it, how much you can practice it during the course of a season because you don't want to risk injury in practice or what have you. What's your philosophy on that, and what are some things you maybe worked on trying to tighten up that particular skill here as you roll into the midway part of the season?
Well, we've always taught the hawk tackling, takes the helmet out of it, so we're teaching kids, so we want to use that fundamental aspect of it, keep their heads out of it. But you got to run your feet still, and you got to wrap up, and you got to roll through, or you got to drive for 5. And I think we're leaving our feet a little early thinking we're there, and we're not. And so that's caused us to miss a few, and then we're not breaking down track in the hip like we're supposed to, which causes us to overrun some, and then we miss that way too. So we changed up the hawk tackling circuits. We do a lot of one-on-one across, just form tackling, keep your head up, butt down. That's safety. We do that 2-3 times a week. So that's all the time, and that doesn't add a lot of contact to the body, but it's fundamental stuff they have to do to keep them safe, and I ain't going to sacrifice anything for that. So we do that all the time. The live scenarios, is just they've got to see it more and more on the field on Friday so that they can see what we're talking about.
Talking to Reese McKinney, head coach of the Colby Eagles. The run defense, as you mentioned, kind of the biggest point of emphasis where you can see where tackling or the lack of quality tackling has hurt the last couple of weeks. We had talked before the Ulysses game about being in the right place, your run fits with your linemen, your linebackers. Were those better last week? Would you find yourself you were in a better place but just finished the play, or there's still some things on that front that need to be cleaned up as well?
We were there. I mean, I think we were there. We just missed a few tackles. Brandon, the assistant, did my stats for me and told me they missed tackle count, and that's what I thought. So we were there. We had chances to make some plays, and we missed them. So some of that had to do with our eyes, got us a little late, and then, like I said, I think we were maybe I undercoached leaving your feet on the roll tackle too soon, which put us behind the play. So now we should have that fixed, and hopefully we tackle better this week.
Offensively, you scored 22 points, and there were some times where you got into really good rhythm. You were better in the red zone, but still left a couple of opportunities on drives into plus territory on the table. What were the things that you maybe did better last week that you need to continue to improve upon to stay in a good offensive rhythm?
Well, you can't have those offensive penalties. For 3 to 5 yards in a cloud of dust, we got to make sure we don't get behind the chains. It makes it more difficult to move them. So you only get the 4 down. So if you got to back up 5 yards or 10 yards, that really hurts you. So we did better on that. And then the other one was the turnovers. We didn't turn them over in the red zone.
We are talking to Reese McKinney, the head coach of the Colby Eagles, on the Funk Optometry pregame show. Let's look at tonight's opponent, the Smoky Valley Vikings. 3-6 each the last 2 years, already 3-0 to start this year. As you watch them on film, it's the second year in a row you've played them in their district for the second part of a 2-year cycle. What stands out as far as what they're better at this year than maybe they were when you went to Lindsborg to play them last year?
Well, they brought back most of their guys that you're scared of. Number 40 runs the ball real hard as a fullback. Number 22 is pretty quick. 25 still plays that tight end and can run routes as and an outside linebacker. So they've still got plenty of pop in them, and they're going to want to play a physical football game. Their linemen get off the ball and get on linebackers, so we got to make sure we hold our ground.
You mentioned their 2 running backs, 40 Tristan Stambaugh is the fullback, 22 Justice Autry is the running back. How do they kind of complement each other? Because they get about the same amount of carries on a week in, week out basis.
Yeah, 40's a power runner. He's going to run downhill. If you don't tackle him low, he's going to run you over or drag you for 5 more. And then 22, I mean, if you let him loose, get him into some open space, he's pretty fast and get around that edge.
I saw that your scout team was running some I formation stuff. Are they a lot of misdirection out of that and their wishbone stuff, or are they kind of what you see is what you get? We're going to try and man you up and out execute.
They do both. They'll run their cross buck out of that, which fullback goes one way and tailback goes the other. So they've got that in there, both in their wishbone and their I formation. So you can't just follow the fullback like everyone thinks. And then if you follow the fullback and the tailback, the quarterback can keep it. So they've got all them options, and all 3 of them can run.
Over on the defensive side, not a ton of returning starters, but the guys they have are good players. You mentioned 25, Haven Lysell Stewart at outside linebacker. They've got a returner at safety. They got another returner at middle linebacker, 40 Stambaugh, who we talked about. What are the things that they have done well on that side of the ball? Because they gave up about 35 a game last year. They've given up 32 total through 3 games this year. What impresses you about their defense?
Yeah, they change things up. They like to twist a lot. They'll slant to the strength, they'll slant to the weak, and they'll bring a backer from the outside, and then their safeties can run alleys for them. So you got to be ready to play a physical football game that way too, because when they come downhill, they're ready to hit.
Have you been pleased with the play of your offensive line for the most part these first 3 weeks? We figured that to be a strength coming in with all that experience, and your two lead backs have run the ball for about 5.5 yards a carry. You're picking up chunks like that. You have to figure there are some good things happening in the running game, but how can that get better and more consistent in sustaining drives?
Yeah, we got to get in better shape. Maybe that's mostly my fault. I'm not pushing tempo enough in practice, maybe not running them enough at the end. We had a couple hot weeks there that I didn't want anyone going down because, again, safety's my top priority with them. So I always make sure that's happening. And 100-degree temp, I don't want to run them too much. So maybe we got a little behind the 8 ball, so it's harder to finish those drives. When you have a 15-play drive, you're getting tired by the end of it. And at that point, you should be able to ramp it up and punch it in. And so I just feel like maybe we haven't had enough gas, but the last couple of weeks we've been working on that.
Last thing for you, Reese. The last 2 weeks you've had to play from behind. How important would it be to get on the board first tonight, particularly at home with almost a brand new season, the start of district play?
Always pushes the pressure on the other side, and it gets the rowdy crowd involved. So early score by the good guys would be a great one.
Thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks.
That is Reese McKinney, the head coach of the Colby Eagles. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a weather forecast, get you the lineups and the kickoff from Denon Field as Colby takes on Smoky Valley. You've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show on your home for the Eagles on the radio, 100.3 The Ride.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
Hi, this is Kelly at Farm Credit. Don't forget your crop insurance. Report all possible losses on your harvested bushels to your agent as soon as possible. Approved production history is vital to your crop insurance coverage. Farm Credit of Western Kansas crop insurance agents work for our insureds. Let us work for you. Call us at 785-462-6714 or stop by and see us. Farm Credit of Western Kansas is an equal opportunity provider.
The roof's worn out and it needs replaced. Who are you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
I've been a big fan and supporter for a long time, and the most important thing is the commitment that the company has to the area.
We have benefited from the partnership by better communication in our rural areas, and we've been very pleased with our services from Nextech Wireless.
Our favorite aspect of being a Nextech Wireless customer is just the customer service, the friendliness. That we know they're right there and they're going to be reliable and help us out.
Here's a look at tonight's weather forecast on the Funk Optometry pregame show.
When we think football, we think fall, but of course the first 3 weeks of this season are actually still technically held in the summer. The first day of fall was Wednesday, and it seems like we're going to have some fall-appropriate weather for tonight's game. With a look at the weather forecast for this game and the weekend to come, here is Decision Weather meteorologist Chris Schromick. Chris?
This is Decision Weather Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick with your Friday night football forecast. Here in Colby for that football game tonight, we're going to have perfect football season weather. Temperatures today topped out in the upper 70s. We had a little bit breezy winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour to start the morning, but here in the afternoon and heading towards game time, they have pretty much died down, and temperatures will be falling into the 70s and into those upper to mid-60s before the end of the game. We don't expect any wind, and it feels like the end of fall with these seasonal type temperatures. However, as we head into the weekend and early next week, it's going to heat back up. We're expecting highs to be in the upper 80s to low 90s through Tuesday, and it's going to be dry, and with breezy south winds, we're going to have elevated fire concerns. If you're looking for some rain in the forecast, it does look like we may have a system that comes over the Rockies and cuts off middle of next week and maybe meanders through the Central Plains late next week and into the weekend. That could bring the rain that we're needing to get these dry conditions looking more favorable and get that wheat crop established and ready for the winter.
Another postcard perfect night ahead at Denon Field for Colby Eagle football. We'll have the lineups and the kickoff from Denon Field when we return. You've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show on your home for the Eagles on the radio. 100.3 The Ride.
Technology sure has changed since the mid-90s. Even though times have changed and technology has vastly improved,
Thank God.
the quality sales and service team at Office Works and Home Furnishings continues to be the best in the Northwest at making your office work. They provide the prompt professional service on site and in their shop. Plus, they got anything your office may need, from desks and printers all the way down to that pin with a chain on it. Call for sales or service at 462-2222 or come see their showroom on South Range in Colby.
Taco John's fans can't get enough of the new double cheese chicken boss burrito. One person said, which means this new and improved 3-cheese red pepper and smoky hatch chili queso makes Taco John's best burrito even better. Then someone else was like, which roughly translates to, this queso blanco and nacho cheese combo is unbelievable. Well said. The new double cheese chicken boss burrito, part of our queso blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
The Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
And we welcome you to Denon Field in Colby. Dan Lucero with you. We are moments away from kickoff tonight. Week number 4 of the 2021 season and week 1 of 3A6 district play. The Colby Eagles 1-2, the Smoky Valley Vikings 3-0. The captains are about to meet at midfield. For Colby tonight, Connor Lanning, Ian Rosales, and Tyler Voss are the captains. For Smoky Valley, it's Carson Peel, Haven Lysell Stewart, Tristan Stambaugh, and Justin Holt. A couple of notes before we get going here. I want to say hello to our viewing audience at J&B's just across the street in Colby tonight. Big shout out to those folks who are watching along and listening along. And you can watch along as well on our YouTube channel, Rocking M Radio NWKS. Rocking M NWKS is how you search for us on YouTube. You can find us and you can watch a live stream of Colby Eagle football with this broadcast as an accompaniment. And we thank each and every one of you for doing that, especially the good folks at J&B's. We also want to send our best wishes again to Smoky Valley head coach Tim Lambert, in the hospital as of yesterday with an illness and not able again to travel with the team tonight. Chris McClure, one of his assistants, will take over as the head coach and offensive coordinator tonight. But we know that Tim Lambert is still a name that rings bells in Northwest Kansas. His great work as the head coach at St. Francis for those years, 1993 to 2008. And so we wish Tim all the best and a very speedy recovery. The officials are about to flip the coins to set the scene for you. Colby's in their home black on black with white numerals, black helmets with the eagle in orange on both sides. Smoky Valley's in their road whites, black letters and numbers trimmed in orange and black stripes on the sleeve, a black helmet with an orange stripe, and SV in orange on both sides. We will take a break. We'll come back with more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, including some scores from around the GWAC and Northwest Kansas as we find them as the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show continues. You're listening to Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water that cares. Jane's on the line.
Hey, Culligan, how can I avoid using all those plastic water bottles that harm the sea turtles?
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Culligan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and Culligan cures.
That's catchy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it, like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
See your local Culligan dealer, Shepner's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
When it comes to agriculture, Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby is your one-stop shop for all your credit needs. We offer a variety of loan products, including operating lines of credit, equipment and cattle loans, and real estate mortgage loans with long-term fixed rates up to 30 years. Farm Credit of Western Kansas is member-owned and pays an annual cash patronage, with this year's patronage totaling $3.5 million. Come and see us at 1190 South Range in Colby or call us toll-free at 1-800-657-6048.
Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry. As the year comes to an end, so do many of your healthcare savings, cafeteria, and flex spending accounts. At Funk Optometry, we want to take up to 270 degrees of your retina. This helps us to watch for vision-threatening issues like macular degeneration and glaucoma, as well as health-threatening issues like hypertension and diabetes. Another way to use your flex spending account is in our optical shop. Check out our large selection of glasses, contact lenses, and sunglasses. Call for an appointment or drop by and see us today at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxton.
Place. Who you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
The Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Halftime continues here at Denon Field in Colby, where Colby leads Smoky Valley 16-8. That is the halftime score. This one, couple of Tyler Voss touchdowns helping Colby rally from an 8-0 deficit. Let's get you some other scores from elsewhere. Last we heard, this is a GWAC and a 3A District 6 score. Scott City all over Goodland at the half, 21-0. Can tell you that Ulysses is down big at halftime to Chanute, 35-0. Holcomb leads Nickerson 33-0 at the half. Hugoton was trailing Cheney 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. We'll try and find you some other halftime scores of some interest for this area. In another GWAC game, it is Cimarron leading Southwestern Heights 24-0. That is a halftime score. Just scanning again some of the halftime scores from across the state, trying to deliver you ones of some local or some regional interest. And sometimes those can be hard to come by. I can update you on the Cheney-Hugoton game. Cheney has actually doubled their advantage. They lead Hugoton 28-0 in the second quarter. Another 3A District 6 game, second quarter score, southeast of Saline, running away from Russell 28-0. So as expected in 3A District 6 elsewhere tonight, both southeast of Saline and Scott City were significant favorites, and both of them are having an easy time with their opponents tonight. That's about all we've got as it pertains to Western Kansas scores or Northwestern Kansas scores. Not really able to find too many others. I'll check another source or two while we wait for the teams to come out. Smoky Valley is on the field, and now Colby has entered the field. Natoma leading Natoma leading Golden Plains in six-man football. That's 42-19 at last check. Natoma, who came in unbeaten, in the lead in that game. Two teams out on the field getting warmed up. We will take a break. We'll come back and bring you the second half from Denon Field when we return. Again, the score, Colby 16, Smoky Valley 8. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
I've been a big fan and supporter for a long time. And the most important thing is the commitment that the company has to the area.
We have benefited from the partnership by better communication in our rural areas, and we've been very pleased with our services from Nextech Wireless.
Our favorite aspect of being a Nextech Wireless customer is just the customer service, the friendliness. We know they're right there and they're going to be reliable and help us out.
Technology sure has changed since the mid-90s. Even though times have changed and technology has vastly improved,
thank God,
the quality sales and service team at Office Works and Home Furnishings continues to be the best in the Northwest at making your office work. They provide the prompt professional service on site and in their shop. Plus, they got anything your office may need, from desks and printers all the way down to that pin with a chain on it. Call for sales or service at 462-2222 or come see their showroom on South Range in Colby.
The Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Colby Eagles trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, their first losing streak since 2017. And they are halfway there tonight, but still a lot of work to be done as they lead Smoky Valley by the score of 16-8 at the halftime intermission. Dan Lucero back with you here. For those of you looking for a video stream tonight, we've been having a little bit of technical difficulty with that, but if you search for our YouTube account, Rockingham Radio NWKS, Rockingham Radio NWKS, you'll be able to find the latest and greatest stream whenever it is that we can pop it back on the air for you. Colby gained 302 yards of offense in the first half. It will be the defense that takes the field first in this second half for the Eagles. They won the toss and took the ball, so Smoky Valley starts the third quarter by receiving the kickoff. Both teams have returned to their sidelines, and we're just waiting for the kickoff and return teams to take the field as darkness spreads and engulfs the field here at Denon Field, other than the light standards, 2 to each side. It is a lovely night for football. The weather has cooled nicely, currently 64 degrees. The first Friday of fall, and you couldn't ask for a better day up here in northwest Kansas for the return of fall and the start of district play. Field clock to the 37 on first down. Brings up a second down and 12. Blanchett a wing to the left, and an I formation. Autry dots the I behind Stambaugh and Peel. Ball on the far left hash. Opening drive of the second quarter. Handoff goes to Autry. Sweep left. Autry squeezes between two tackles and is marked down at the 39, it appears. Pickup of 3. Host of Eagle defenders on that tackle. Autry held to 3 on the second down run. 3rd and 5 coming up for Smoky Valley. 10-10 and counting to play in the third. Colby doubling up Smoky Valley 16-8. Eagles trying to avoid a third straight defeat. Smoky Valley trying to go to 4-0 and eclipse their win total from each of the last 2 seasons. Wishbone on 3rd and 5 from the Colby 39. Peel takes a snap, give to Blanchett, running outside to the left, and Blanchett runs through an ankle tackle, surging up close to the first down, near the far sideline, and it is close. And the chains are moving. It is a first down. From the 39 to the 33, a pickup of 6 when 5 would have sufficed. And a first down for the Vikings. 1st and 10 from the Colby 33. Ball remains on the far left hash. Snap to Peel, handoff to Stambaugh, lowering the shoulder and barreling forward to the 30. Shane Puckett, whose name we've called a lot on defense tonight, serving as the human speed bump there. Nick Raymer helping as well. A 3-yard run for Stambaugh on fullback dive on first down. First drive of the third quarter. Smoky Valley has gone from their own 39 to the Colby 30. Approaching 9 minutes to play in the third. The Vikings trailing Colby 16-8. Wishbone on 2nd and 7. Peel takes a snap, give to Blanchett. Blanchett trying to cut back from left to right, and Colby denies him the opportunity, dropping him right at the left hash. Once again, Puckett was there, Castigliano too, and Jacob Edmondson was also in the vicinity. Gain of just 1 on the run for Blanchett. 3rd and 6 coming up.
3rd down and 6 for the Vikings.
Ball at the Colby 29. Big play here. Probably 4-down territory for the Vikings, trailing on the road. Ball remains on the left hash. Snap to Peel. Play action. Peel rolling out. Pressure from the backside from Carroll. Throw into the flat. Caught by Stambaugh, the fullback. And he lost the football. And it's recovered by Hunter Vaughn. And Vaughn runs out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's going to be Colby ball. Hunter Vaughn with the fumble recovery, and the Eagle defense forces a turnover.
Freshman Hunter Vaughn recovers the fumble. 1st down and 10 for Colby.
How about that for a big play? Colby forcing a Smoky Valley turnover. And Hunter Vaughn picked it up and returned it to the Colby 21 with 8:15 to play in the third. Colby ball with a 16-8 lead. Now Hunter Vaughn in the shotgun on 1st down. Handoff to Tyler Voss, sweeping right. Not much room for Voss as he is smacked to the deck by Austin Sharp, the outside linebacker, right about at the line of scrimmage, as the defense for Smoky Valley did well to string that play out. No gain on that run for Voss, who had 137 yards on 17 first-half carries, including both Eagle touchdowns. Colby moving right to left in the third quarter. Ball between the hashes on 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the left side. Snap to Vaughn and a flag on the snap. Colby may not have been aligned properly. And it is an illegal procedure called on Colby. 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd down and 15. There was a big hit from behind on Tristan Stambaugh as he had 1st down yardage on that completion, but the ball was jarred free, and Hunter Vaughn, Johnny on the spot to pick it up with the fumble recovery. 2nd and 15 for Colby. Handoff to Tyler Voss. Makes a man miss in the backfield, trying to shed another tackler, but unable to make it back all the way to the 20. Spotted down at the 19. 3rd down and 12 coming up after a 3-yard run.
3rd down for the Eagles.
Colby going quick to the line. 7-10 and counting to play in the third quarter. Eagles leading 16-8. 3rd and 12 from their own 19. 2 receivers spread out to the left. Vaughn takes a snap, sprints in that direction. Vaughn looking down the field, throwing a sideline out, has a catch. It is Colin Carroll for the 1st down at the 33-yard line as he runs out of bounds. Colin Carroll ran that route with the perfect depth, and Hunter Vaughn hit him on the move. He's now 11 of 12 passing tonight. 14 yards to Colin Carroll and a Colby 1st down. Another big 3rd down conversion for the Eagles. They've been excellent on 3rd down tonight. Call that the 32-yard line, so just a 13-yard connection to Carroll. 1st and 10 from the 32 for Colby, their own 32. Ball in the near left hash, trips bunch to the short side. Handoff goes the opposite direction. It's Tyler Voss. Sheds 1 tackle. Banged down from behind by Haven Lysell Stewart, who went upstairs for that hit to help Voss to the turf at the 38, maybe the 39. Call it the 39, a pickup of 7 on the 1st down run for Voss. Colby leading Smoky Valley 16-8, approaching 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Eagles forcing a turnover on Smoky Valley's first drive of the second half. 3 receivers left, empty backfield. Motion from the receiver right, Zane Betts. He takes a jet sweep handoff, moving to the left side, runs through a tackle, cuts it back inside, has the 1st down, escorted out of bounds and dropped just shy of midfield. Boy, Haven Lysell Stewart almost blew that play up. He ran right through the block of Tyler Voss, but Zane Betts beat him to the corner by about half a step and takes it to the 49-yard line. It is a pickup of 10 for Zane Betts on the run, and another Colby 1st down near midfield. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 49-yard line. Again, Zane Betts splits out as a receiver right. Colin Carroll, a tight end of that side. Two receivers to the short side of the formation left. Snap to Vaughn, handoff Tyler Voss. Voss cuts it inside, grabbed by the waist and dragged down from behind by Austin Sharp. If Voss had gotten to the second level, that might have been a big play. Instead, he has to settle for a 3-yard gain to the Smoky Valley 48. Austin Sharp showing off some strength there. Voss up now to 150 yards on 21 carries. Halfway through the third quarter, Colby leading Smoky Valley 16-8. 2nd and 7 for Colby from the Smoky Valley 48. Same formation. Shotgun snap to Vaughn. Play fake. Throw to the left side. Myers catches it in stride. And Bryce Myers sprints up the sideline close to a Colby first down. Before he is taken down by Justice Autry, the cornerback on that side, with help from Haven Lysell Stewart. He is a yard shy of the first down. A 6-yard pickup on the catch and run for Myers. 3rd and 1 for Colby from the Smoky Valley 42. Third down has been a money down for Colby so far tonight, despite the fact that they came in really struggling. 10 for 33 in the first 3 games this season on third. Zane Betts motions left to right, now back behind the quarterback to the left. The handoff goes to Zane Betts. He follows the block of his big tackle, Ian Rosales, and spins off of contact between the hashes down to the 39-yard line. First down, Colby. 3 yards on a 3rd and 1. And the drive keeps on ticking for the Colby Eagles. 9th play of this drive coming up following the Smoky Valley fumble. Eagles start at their own 21. They're now at the 39-yard line of Smoky Valley. 4:45 to play in the third. Colby leading 16-8. Betts motions out of the slot right. The handoff goes to Tyler Voss on first down. Voss following Rosales as he pulled to the right, and not much there. Haven Lysell Stewart makes the ankle tackle, gets some help from Cody Kraus. Down to the 37 goes Voss, a pickup of 2 on first down. Two receivers to the right. That's the slot man in motion. High snap to Vaughn, and a play fake and a keeper, and an option pitch behind Zane Betts. He has to dive on it for a loss. That was a well-designed fake. The Smoky Valley defense bit, and if the pitch had been better, that might have been a huge play. Instead, it's a loss of 2.
3rd down and 9 for the Eagles.
And I'll call it a loss of 1. Just 1-yard loss as Betts alertly jumped on the loose ball. 3rd and 9 for Colby from the Smoky Valley 38. Ball in the near left hash. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Empty backfield for Hunter Vaughn. Motion from the left, Zane Betts. He takes a jet sweep handoff. Betts trying to turn the corner to the right. Cuts inside, still on his feet. Zane Betts, escorted out of bounds, has the first down across the 30. Needed the 29, and he's got the 28-yard line, it looks like. First down, Colby. Exactly 9 on 3rd and 9. Another 3rd down conversion for the Eagles on this drive.
Yard line picks up the first down for the Eagles.
12th play of this drive coming up. Colby trying to add to a 16-8 lead with 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. They have a 1st and 10 at the Smoky Valley 28. Receiver right, wing left, receiver left. Motion from the receiver right, Myers. Fake to him, give to Voss. Voss outside to the left, lowering his shoulder, still on his feet at the 20. Stacked up there between the hashes. An 8-yard pickup on first down for Tyler Voss.
Initial tackle by Ethan Abel.
A host of white jerseys finally slowing Voss down, but he's up to 163 yards on 24 carries. 2nd and a short 2 coming up for Colby from the 20-yard line of Smoky Valley. Under 3 minutes to play as this drive has eaten up 5 minutes for the Eagles. 2 receivers right, the slot man Betts in motion. Snap to Vaughn, handoff to Voss. Voss up the middle, has the first down and more. He is stuck right between the hashes at the 14-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Voss and a Colby first down. Very close to a horse collar tackle on that play by Austin Sharp. He looked like he had his hands maybe inside the shoulder pads. At least that's what the view looked like from here. And there were some displeased Colby fans, but all the same, it's a first down for the Eagles. They are into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the Smoky Valley 14. Colby tonight 1 for 2 in the red zone. They've scored a touchdown. They've fumbled it away. Colby taking their time. Neither team is set, and now the official will wind the clock, and Colby sets with the ball between the hashes. 1st and 10 from the Smoky Valley 14. Play action, quick throw outside the left, catch by Bryce Myers at the 10, turns the corner, bang down along the sideline left at the 5-yard line, close to another Colby first down. Hunter Vaughn right on time again, 9-yard catch by Bryce Myers. His 6th reception of the night. Hunter Vaughn is 13 of 14 passing. Colby has a 2nd and 1 from the Smoky Valley 5, trying to add to a 16-8 lead as the clock approaches 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. An epic drive here for the Colby Eagles. Now it's Tyler Voss in the shotgun. A wing to the left, Isaiah Rosales. Heavy set up front. Hard count, movement into the neutral zone, but no flag out yet. Now Voss looks at his wristband. Now settles back, waits for the snap, and takes it. Now he's dropped the ball. It's loose on the ground. Smoky Valley signaling that they have it, but thankfully they do not, as Colin Carroll fell on it. A missed exchange on the read option, and the ball recovered at the 7-yard line. Mercy, what a break that is. Colby very nearly fumbled the ball away in the red zone again. 3rd and 3 from the 7. Voss stays in at quarterback. Extra lineman and a tight end to the left side. Snap to Voss. Fake and a keeper. Voss twisted down and tackled in the backfield after a gain of just 1. 4th and 2 coming up. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Colby facing a 4th and 2 from the Smoky Valley 6. Hunter Vaughn remains on the sideline. Reese McKinney and his offensive coordinator Matt Sims trusting Tyler Voss to run the offense as almost a wildcat quarterback here running read option. On 4th and 2. Hard count. Nobody bites for the Vikings. And now a whistle. And a timeout taken by Colby with 33 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll take a break before this 4th and 2. Colby up 16-8. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Taco John's fans can't get enough of the new double cheese chicken boss burrito. One person said, which means this new and improved 3-cheese red pepper and smoky hatch chili queso makes Taco John's best burrito even better. Then someone else was like, which roughly translates to, this queso blanco and nacho cheese combo is unbelievable. Well said. The new double cheese chicken boss burrito, part of our queso blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
Just because everyone is getting back into the swing of school does not mean you let everything go at home. That's where Hoover Lumber of Goodland and Colby comes in. Keep your lawn looking its best with the help of Stage 3 fertilizer from Ultimate. Leaves will soon be covering the ground. Be prepared with either a new Craftsman or the all-popular Eagle leaf blowers. Hoover's also continues to be your store for home improvement with Benjamin Moore paints and lumber. It's a good time to buy with prices coming down. Plus, they continue to stock all kinds of grills, and they now offer programming and cutting of car keys. Keep your home in the swing of things with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
The Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
17th play of this drive for Colby coming up. It is 4th down and 2 from the 6-yard line of Smoky Valley. With 33 seconds to play in the third quarter, Colby leads Smoky Valley 16-8. Hunter Vaughn back in the game at quarterback with Tyler Voss sidecar left in the shotgun. Zane Betts is an up back to the left side of the formation. Receivers tight to each side. Motion from the right, Bryce Myers. Fit him, give to Tyler Voss. Voss has the first down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. Stopped short of the goal line by Tristan Stambaugh, but 4 yards gained by Tyler Voss keeps this lengthy Colby drive alive. Colby does not have to snap it before the third quarter ends. Under 20 seconds left in the quarter now. But now it looks like the Eagles are going to show some urgency. They come to the line with Vaughn in an empty backfield. 3 receivers, short side left. Motion from the right, Zane Betts. Snap to Vaughn. Hand off to Betts. Turning the corner left side, runs through 2 tackles, stretches across the goal line. Touchdown, Colby! With 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. Zane Betts is in for the score, but he is slow to get up and clutching his left knee.
down on his back in the end zone. His teammate Bryce Myers waving toward the sideline. And Zane Betts, the sophomore, will be examined after his 2-yard touchdown run gives Colby, for the time being, a 22-8 lead over Smoky Valley. But right now, instead of excitement over the touchdown, there is concern for Betts, who was being pulled backwards as he tried to stretch himself and his body and the ball across the goal line, and he did both of those things. He is on his feet, and he is walking off the field under his own power, and his teammates slapping him in the helmet. Looks like Zane Betts might end up being all right after all, and that's wonderful news. And so is the fact that Colby has just capped off an 18-play, 79-yard scoring drive. What a march for the Colby Eagles. Zane Betts into the end zone for the third time this season. Colby leads by 14, and they have two-point conversion personnel on the field with Tyler Voss, the Wildcat quarterback, and Tucker Wark in as the running back, sidecar right. The wing left is Isaiah Rosales. Keeper for Voss, and he squeezes it the middle into the end zone for another successful two-pointer. Colby 24, Smoky Valley 8, a 16-point Eagle lead with 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op and their 8 locations in Colby, Dresden, Gem, Grainfield, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden are here to give you the service you need and deserve. High Plains Co-op is there for all of your grain, feed, and fuel needs. Get the latest in markets, ag news, and information by visiting their website, highplainscoop.com. That's hi-plainscoop.com. Continuing to stand with you is High Plains Co-op.
The summer sales event is in effect all month at Colby Dodge. Take advantage of discounts up to $5,000 off MSRP on new 2021 Ram 1500s. Our new inventory is building up, so stop by today to see what we have in stock. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, don't worry, we may have one coming that will work for you. We would love to appraise your trade-in so you can take advantage of this historically high market. Stop by today. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
The Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Hayden Fiken to kick it deep, high and short, taken by Justice Autry. He dropped it and picked it up, and now hands off on a reverse. Jerome Autry down the left sideline has a big return for Smoky Valley. Chasing him down from behind in Colby territory is Colin Carroll at the Colby 33-yard line. Trickery on the kick return, and good position for Smoky Valley to start their drive, to start the fourth quarter. The third quarter is over. Put your four fingers in the air, Eagle fans. Colby leads Smoky Valley 24-8. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The McDonald's is food you buckle in with your seatbelt deal. And there's no reason not to take that extra precaution, because a meal from McDonald's is not just a meal. It's often your most precious cargo.
Enjoy one of our $3 bundles, like a hot and spicy McChicken or 6-piece Chicken McNuggets, each paired with small fries. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
The Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Colby 24, Smoky Valley 8 as we start quarter number 4 from Denon Field. Dan Lucero back with you, but after a long kickoff return by Jerome Autry, taking the reverse handoff from Justice Autry, Smoky Valley has the ball at the Colby 34-yard line to start this drive after they just fell behind 24-8. They go right to left as you listen, and the snap is fumbled on first down. Carson Peel picked it up where he stood and then was driven backwards for no gain. Thomas Dennis, the senior, pile driving Peel to the turf. And no gain on that play. On the run for Peel on first down. Second down and 10 coming up. That touchdown drive for Colby at the end of the third quarter. 18 plays, 79 yards, 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Zane Betts with the 2-yard touchdown run, giving Colby their largest lead of the game. Wishbone on 2nd and 10, play action. Carson Peel pressured immediately by Rosales, throwing into the flat right side, knocked away. Intended for Blanchett, knocked down by Tyler Voss at the line of scrimmage. Good man-to-man coverage outside from Tyler Voss in 3rd and 10 coming up for Smoky Valley, who brought an unbeaten record into this game, one of just 12 teams in 3A that started tonight with an unbeaten record. Great pressure on that passing play. Ian Rosales busted through his block easily and forced Peel to make a wobbly throw. Receivers to either side, I formation with a tight end to the wide side right on 3rd and 10. Carson Peel drops back 5, and now a Statue of Liberty play. Sweeping left is Justice Autry. Has a first down and a lot more inside the 20 before he's caught up with by Voss and shoved out of bounds at the Colby 15. The Statue of Liberty for 19 yards. And a first down for Smoky Valley as they are emptying the chamber on trick plays here in this fourth quarter, down by 16 points. Autry up to 58 yards on 9 rushes. He is the leading rusher tonight for Smoky Valley. Well executed Statue of Liberty play there. Nobody followed Autry around left end. I formation on 1st and 10 from the 15. Peel takes a snap, 7-step drop, throwing outside of the right to the tight end. Lysell Stewart, he has the catch, turns the corner, dives for the pylon, and he is in for a Smoky Valley touchdown. 15 yards to Haven Lysell Stewart from Carson Peel. Peel's second touchdown pass of the night, and Smoky Valley can get back within 8 points if they convert the 2-point conversion. A big 2-pointer coming up here with 11:03 to play in the game. After Colby took 8+ minutes on their last scoring drive, it takes 57 seconds for Smoky Valley to answer on a 4-play, 34-yard scoring drive. Wishbone set on the 2-point conversion. Peel under center takes a snap. Hand off to Blanchett, sweeping left, diving for the line, and I don't think he's there. He's not there. Shane Puckett denies Blanchett with some help from Nick Raymer, and the 2-pointer is stopped. Colby remains in front by 2 scores, 24-14, with 11:03 to play in the fourth quarter. We're back in a minute. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. McKee Inc. helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call McKee Inc. to hear more about how we can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 785-462-3132.
This is Dr. Kristen Parker from Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. One of the top priorities at our clinic is making sure our patients are comfortable. For some, walking into a doctor's office of any kind can be nerve-wracking. Rest assured, we never ask or force anyone to do anything that compromises their comfort. After all, the whole point of chiropractic care is to make sure you feel better. For effective, comfortable, and professional care, make your next appointment with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
The Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Smoky Valley with a 4-play, 34-yard touchdown drive. 15-yard pass from Peel to Lysell Stewart. Lysell Stewart's second receiving touchdown of the season. Peel's second touchdown pass of the ninth, third of the year. It's 24-14 Colby with 11:03 to play in the game. A high-end over-end kick taken by Isaiah Rosales at the 15. Rosales sweeping outside to the left. Rosales turns the corner inside a block to the 35, dragging the kicker across the 40-yard line before he is taken down at the 42. A big return for Isaiah Rosales, the sophomore, showing the speed in the open field and giving Colby good field position to start this drive with 10:55 to go. They will start officially at their own 43. Colby has had just one possession in the second half. They made the most of it, an 18-play, 79-yard touchdown drive. Zane Betts was injured at the end of that drive when he scored the 2-yard touchdown run, but he is back on the field for the Colby offense here. Eagles were 3 of 4 on third down on that drive and picked up the fourth down on the one third down they didn't convert. Wing right, Zane Betts in motion to the short side left on first down. The handoff goes the other direction. It's Tyler Voss. Voss following his block. Outside to the right to midfield. To the 45-40. To the 35-30. 25-20. Tyler Voss to the house! Touchdown! Colby! 57 yards for Tyler Voss! Turning on the big engines down the right sideline for his third rushing touchdown of the night. He's up over 200 yards, and Colby's lead is 30-14 with 10:44 to play in the game. Tyler Voss got behind the block of Nick Raymer and was untouched for those 57 yards. The effort of Tyler Voss tonight, he is now up to 231 yards on 28 carries. Colby to go for 2 again. They're 3 for 3. It's another handoff to Voss off of left tackle. He withstands contact and crosses the goal line. Another 2-pointer successful for Colby, and they lead Smoky Valley 32-14 with 10:44 to play. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith or myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Range in Colby. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or farm. If you're in the market for a home loan or would like to refinance and take advantage of the current low home loan rates, come in and see Janice Cates to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
All of a sudden, we've got a shootout. Touchdowns on back-to-back offensive snaps. Tyler Voss, a 57-yard touchdown, makes it 32-14 Colby, as on the kick return, Smoky Valley's Braxton House doing some impressive evading of Colby tackles before he is finally brought down at the 45-yard line of Smoky Valley after a very short kick. One play, 57-yard scoring drive for the Eagles. Tyler Voss with his third rushing touchdown of the night and his third 2-point conversion run of the night. So Colby's lead is 18 with 10:37 to play in the fourth. That makes this a 3-score game with 10:37 to play in it. Wishbone on first down. Handoff is faked to Stambaugh. Give to Blanchett up the gut. He is hit and twisted down by Nick Raymer at midfield. Zach Castigliano in on the tackle as well. Forward progress into Colby territory at the 49-yard line. It's a 6-yard run for Blanchett on that first down. Smoky Valley brought an unbeaten record into tonight's game. Colby brought a 2-game losing streak, trying to avoid their first 3-game losing skid since 2017. On 2nd and 4 out of the eye, the pitch goes right to Justice Autry. A flag is down. A good tackle on the perimeter. There's Shane Puckett again. What a revelation Puckett has been at inside linebacker tonight. And then another flag came out after the play was over. Look like some extracurriculars, perhaps, is a hold on Smoky Valley. The hold occurred a couple of yards downfield, it looks like.
Holding called against the Vikings.
So it moves the ball back to the Smoky Valley 43, let's call it.
Second down and 12 for the Vikings.
So it ended up being a 2-yard run for Autry and then the 10-yard hold. Second down and 12. Peel drops back 7. Rolls to his right. Hit as he throws down the middle. Intercepted! Picked up by Connor Lanning at the 44. And Lanning returning down the left sideline into Smoky Valley territory. Shoved out at the 33. Connor Lanning with his first pick of the season. And Colby is in command, leading 32-14 with the ball with 9:36 to go. Ian Rosales popped Peel from the blind side on the throw, and it wobbled up in the air over the middle. Connor Lanning broke hard on the ball and picked it off. Second turnover forced by Colby in this half. 9:36 to play in the game. Colby ball at the Smoky Valley 33. And their offense can deliver a death blow with a score here. Up back to the right is Betts. Receivers to each side. Running back sidecar right of Vaughn. Vaughn fakes to the receiver in motion. Gives to Tyler Voss up the middle. And on Voss's 29th carry of the night, he gains 2 to the 31-yard line. Season high in carries for Voss of 29, a season high in yards of 233 for the senior running back, including touchdown runs of 42, 1, and 57 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up for Colby, and now with a 32-14 lead, they'll take their time a bit. Receivers to each side, up back to the right, tight end to the left. Voss to Vaughn's right. Receiver from the left, Myers in motion. This time he does get it on the jet sweep. Cuts inside across the 30. Twisted down from behind by Haven Lysell Stewart at the 28-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Brings up a 3rd down and 5. Second carry of the night for Bryce Myers. He also has a team-high 6 receptions. Colby getting the senior a little more involved in the offense tonight. Approaching 8.5 minutes to play from Denon Field. Colby 32, Smoky Valley 14. 3rd and 5 from the Smoky Valley 28 after the Connor Lanning interception. Trips to the left side, ball on the near side right hash. Snap to Vaughn, handoff to Voss. Voss trying to pick his way through a block, and the play never quite developed. Tristan Stambaugh takes down Voss from behind after a gain of just 1. 4th down coming up.
4th down and 5 for Colby.
Call it 4th and 4 after a 1-yard gain. My stat sheet only gives me room for 30 carries for a player. I've used up all my space for Tyler Voss tonight. 4th and a long 4 with under 8 minutes to play in the game. Colby leading by 18. They will go for it deep in Smoky Valley territory. Tight end right, 2 receivers left. Voss to Vaughn's right. Vaughn takes a snap, short drop, throw outside to the left is incomplete. Into the slot looking for Bryce Myers on a zip route, and a rarity tonight. Hunter Vaughn off target with his pass, just the 2nd incomplete pass of the night. And Colby turns the ball over on downs with 7:36 to play. Even though that drive only took 4 plays, it milked 2 minutes off the clock. And Smoky Valley takes over their own 27, trailing 32-14, needing 3 scores to keep their unbeaten season alive. I formation with 2 big receivers to the right, Pickering and Blanchett. Snap to Peel, bubble screen right side behind Blanchett, who makes the catch. The Colby defense rallying to the ball, and Blanchett trying to turn the corner outside to the right, just dives up to the original line of scrimmage, maybe gets an extra yard.
Defending for the Eagles are Hunter Vaughn and Connor Lanning.
Not much there. Vaughn, Lanning, and Voss in the vicinity for Colby. A yard maybe on that catch and run for Blanchett. 2nd down and 9 coming up. And clock is stopped so that the chain gang can recover. Looked like one of the guys on the chain gang took a bit of a hit. Two receivers again to the right. Tight end Lysell Stewart to the left. on 2nd and 9. Justice Autry dots the I. He takes a delayed handoff and is wrapped up and dropped. Nick Raymer, an excellent tackle in space at the 30.
Justice Autry on the carry. Stopped by.
Really good tackle by Nick Raymer. Colby has gotten the message about the need to tackle better, and they have done that tonight. 2 yards on the run for Autry, 3rd and 7 coming up. 7 minutes to play from Denon Field. Colby 32, Smoky Valley 14. Eagles looking to open district play with a win and snap a 2-game losing skid. Wishbone offense on 3rd down. Hand off to Blanchett, sweeping left. Blanchett following his blockers, tucks the shoulder, crosses the 35. He's close to a first down. Tackled from behind by Raymer and Thomas Dennis. But he might be short a yard. Dial it down, says 4. It's going to be 4th and inches here for Smoky Valley after the 6-yard run. And a chance for the Colby defense again to get off the field on 4th and 1. Not as much urgency as you'd think from Smoky Valley, down by 18 points, approaching the midway point of the 4th quarter. Out of the wishbone, Peel gives to Blanchett off of left guard, and he's going to have enough. Nick Raymer tackled him as soon as he put his arms around him, but it was at the 38-yard line. The line to gain was the 37. It's a 2-yard gain for Blanchett. The sticks move on 4th and 1. But once again, tackling in space. Nick Raymer was the only man in space. That was a one-on-one tackle. And Raymer and Shane Puckett and others for the Colby defense tonight have gotten the job done in space very well tonight. Quick to the line are the Vikings on 1st down. Play action, and Peel rolls to his right. Pressure from the backside, a flag flies. Deep ball down the left sideline, intended for Vincent Pickering, is incomplete at the 35, but the flag in the backfield is quickly signaled a hold on Smoky Valley, and this will push them back quite a ways as the Colby front line got great push and pressure, which they have done most of the night on Carson Peel's dropbacks. This flag was thrown in the backfield, maybe 3 yards deep. Line of scrimmage is the 38. Ball moves back to the 24. So it's a loss of 14 on the hold in the backfield. 1st and 24 coming up for Smoky Valley. 5:48 to play in the game. Colby 32, Smoky Valley 14. Colby's never lost to Smoky Valley. This is the 4th meeting all time. The two teams played in 2008, 2009, and last year. Colby's won them all. On 1st and 24, the wishbone formation. Play action, Peel dropping back, bubble screen over the middle is caught. That is Braxton House, but another excellent tackle in space by Nick Raymer at the 28-yard line. That was a tunnel screen, but House couldn't break it outside to the left. He was denied by Raymer after a pickup of 4. Really good tackle by Nick Raymer. He's made a lot of those tonight. 2nd down and 20 for Smoky Valley. Peel rolling to his right, throws on the run, has a catch, Blanchett at the 40, and he's thrown down there.
Cale Blanchett's complete, tackle made by Hunter Vaughn.
Cale Blanchett with the tackle at the 40-yard line, or 39, call it. Pickup of 13 on 2nd and 22 brings up a 3rd down and 9. Blanchett's 3rd catch of the night. Approaching 4.5 minutes to play. Colby up 32-14. Smoky Valley moving the ball but running out of time on 3rd and 9. Peel, play action, rolls right, pressure immediately. Hit as he throws into the flat, and it's intercepted. Nick Raymer picks it off at the 35. Raymer down the right sideline to the 10, and chased down from behind. Nick Raymer made the interception and returns it inside the 10 with 4:21 to go. The receiver fell down. Raymer nearly fell down, but kept his footing and picked it off with one hand. What a play by Raymer. And with a 32-14 lead and 4:20 to go, 4:21 to be precise, Colby takes over at their own the Smoky Valley 8-yard line. The 3rd turnover forced by the Colby defense in this half. They have stood up to be counted tonight after back-to-back difficult weeks. And now Colby's offense can ice it if they can punch it in here on 1st and goal from the 8. Hunter Vaughn in the gun. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff left to Tyler Voss. Voss trying to get to the edge. Hit from behind by Stambaugh and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Help on the tackle from Justin Holt,
Justin Holt.
No gain for Voss on carry number 31 tonight. 2nd and goal coming up. Colby trailed this game 8-0. They've outscored Smoky Valley 32-6 since, and are 3-48 and counting away from snapping their 2-game losing streak. Jet pitch to the right. It's Voss. Voss trying to cut it back to the middle of the field, but he is tripped up again at the line of scrimmage, this time by Haven Lysell Stewart. Maybe a yard that time.
Made by Haven Lysell Stewart.
And 3rd and goal coming up for Colby. Under 3.5 minutes to play. Three receivers to the right. Voss to Vaughn's left. Vaughn takes a snap, sprint to the left side, throwing to the back left corner of the end zone, looking for Bryce Myers, or rather Carson Van Eaton, but the pass sails out of his reach and incomplete.
4th and goal for Colby.
4th and goal coming up for Colby from the 7-yard line. Colby leading the offense on the field with a 32-14 lead and 3:09 to play. 3 receivers left. Tight end and a back to the right. Vaughn takes a snap, 5-step drop, pressure, rolls to his right, throws it to the end zone, has it in, Zane Betts, touchdown! Colby! Zane Betts leaking out toward the pylon. Hunter Vaughn hit him in stride. Vaughn's first touchdown pass of the night, Betts' 2nd touchdown of the night, and this ball game is in the refrigerator. Colby has put it away with 3:03 to go. They lead 38-14. Zane Betts with his first catch of the night, and he made it count. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Vaughn. And now Carson Van Eaton is on to try his first extra point of the night. High snap, but Tyler Voss gets it down. The kick on the way, and it is good. He slipped it inside the left upright.
Kick is good. Score Colby 39.
The touchdown drive set up by Nick Raymer's interception. 4 plays, 7 yards in 1 minute and 18 seconds. And Colby is going to get off the schneid and defend the Denon Field Fortress once again. They lead Smoky Valley 39-14, and a Smoky Valley team that was so impressive the first 3 weeks, starting to catch some statewide interest. They'd allowed just 32 total points in their first 3 games. Colby has put 39 on them tonight. For Hunter Vaughn, by the way, that was his 4th passing touchdown of the season, but his first since the season opener.
Carson Van Eaton to kick off for Colby.
Zane Betts with his 4th total touchdown of the year, his first through the air. Carson Van Eaton to kick it off. And it's a short end over end kick taken by Cade Blanchett at the 30 and tackled well before he can reach the 35. That's a good stick by Breon Barton. We don't call the junior's name much, a backup safety, but Breon Barton showing that tackling is contagious for the Colby Eagles tonight.
Smoky Valley begins their drive.
As he brought down Big Cale Blanchett with authority at the 39-yard line of Smoky Valley. That's where this drive starts with exactly 3 minutes left to play. Ball in the near left hash as Smoky Valley moves right to left. Carson Peel takes a snap and hands off to the fullback Tristan Stambaugh. Stambaugh gets a yard, but that's it. Thomas Dennis, another name that we have hardly called this year, but the senior has played a really impressive game on the defensive line tonight. He's in there for another tackle on Stambaugh after a 1-yard rush. Stambaugh came in averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Colby has kept him in check, 15 yards on 6 rushes for the big junior fullback. On 2nd and 9, handoff Blanchett, sweeping left, gets behind his blocks, lowers his shoulder, bangs into Bryce Myers, and Myers takes him down across the 45 along the left sideline at the 46, maybe the 47. Call it the 47. 7-yard run for Blanchett, who has 74 yards tonight on 11 carries, making him the leading rusher for Smoky Valley. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have full final stats on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Under 2 minutes to play in the game, 39-14 Colby. Wishbone set on 3rd and 2, handoff to Justice Autry going right. He is engulfed by Ian Rosales, but he is able to gain enough forward progress up to midfield to move the chains. A 3-yard rush for Autry and a first down for Smoky Valley. Colby will avoid their first 3-game losing streak since 2017, and they will improve to 20-3 at home under Reese McKinney with this win tonight. What an impressive second-half performance for the Colby Eagles. We'll hear from Reese McKinney on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. I formation on first down, misdirection handoff left side, Justice Autry, flag down as Autry scoots out of bounds with first down yardage at about the 38-yard line of Colby, but the flag down at the line of scrimmage is holding on Smoky Valley. So that's what opened up that big hole for Autry. Minute 20 to go in this one. We're 5 past the top of the hour. We owe you a station ID. This is KRDQ Colby, 100.3 The Ride, coverage of Colby Eagle football. I am Dan Lucero, your play-by-play broadcaster and producer-engineer for tonight's broadcast. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 20. Back at the Smoky Valley 40-yard line. Receivers, 1 to each side, I formation, Autry the deep back. Peel, 7-step drop, throws outside to the right, and nearly intercepted. It was actually a post route over the middle. It went over the top of Cale Blanchett, and a leaping Hunter Vaughn nearly had the pick at the Colby 45. Almost Colby's second interception of the night. That stops the clock with 1:15 to go. 2nd down and 20 for the Vikings. Same I formation, tight end to the left side. Peel hands to Autry. Autry cuts right to left and is wrapped up and dropped after a short gain. Nick Raymer on the tackle, help from Jacob Edmondson at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard rush for Autry. 3rd and 17 coming up for Smoky Valley.
I got walk down here.
Under a minute to play here now from Denon Field. Colby with 23 second-half points to pull away from Smoky Valley in this one. Pitch going right, Justice Autry following a motion man, trying to get to the edge. He is chased down from behind and tackled short of the original line of scrimmage by Connor Lanning at the 48, call it. Gain of 5 for Autry, and that may end up being the final play of the game. Down to 6 seconds. Smoky Valley not in a hurry to get to the line on 4th and 12, and that's going to wrap this one up. The Colby Eagles, after a 2-game losing streak, are back in the win column to open up district play. And they do it in style at home, defending Denon Field as they've done so well over the last 5 years. They are 20-3 at home under Reese McKinney after this victory over the Smoky Valley Vikings. Knocking the Vikings from the ranks of the unbeaten tonight are the Eagles. Colby 39, Smoky Valley 14. Stay tuned. The Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show's next. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Together, making a difference. Farmers and Merchants Bank supports locally owned businesses, farmers, and families. Community makes us what we are. buying locally or volunteering. We are proud to promote the Colby area. Stop by either Farmers and Merchants Bank location, downtown or inside Dillon's, and see how we can help you with your banking needs. We have our roots where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Ladies, Colby Community College wants you to know that renewable energy companies are creating fast tracks for advancement to bring more women into the industry. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, wind and solar energy are two of the fastest growing fields. There's never been a better time to let CCC help you begin a new career. Online classes start every 8 weeks. Remember, big muscles are not required to work in renewable energy. Brains and work ethic are. Contact Colby Community College today or visit colbycc.edu.
This is the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on coverage of Colby Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
It is a final. Colby defeats Smoky Valley 39-14 in the 3A District 6 opener for both.